Good morning. It's lovely to be back with another devotion. And I just wanted to share my experience from 2 Sundays ago. During the worship service, I was at the building then, and we're singing the song, You're Worthy of Our Praise. And the bit where it talks about day and night, night and day, let incense arise. I was just struck by the words of the song, and for a minute I just thought about it. What does that mean? Day and night, let incense arise. And I remember at that point talking with God and saying, spending more time in His presence, spending more time in the Spirit, inviting God more into the things that I'm doing, every situation, and going with Him everywhere I go, day and night, let incense arise. And I remember making a decision that for the next 7 days I will make time, I will commit to doing that more. And yes, straight away I was thinking about things that come in the way and distract us. I was thinking about the to-do list, the long to-do list. I was thinking about the long to-be list, goals which have been set. I'm thinking about, things that I'm still waiting on God, the seemingly unanswered prayers. But then I was also reminded, it was on the same Sunday, that Pastor Cho came to give the message. She spoke about Jehovah Jireh, my provider. God will see to it. And I was so touched by that message and the importance of obedience and also of worship. She also gave testimony about Danny's eye problems, his overall injury, and how God just delivered him. And based on a promise that God said initially to her, then confirmed with Pastor Paul, that there will be no residue, and there was no residue. So she continued reminding God about that promise, but also continued worship. So with that in mind, I created my own playlist, and that week I had an amazing time in the presence of God, intentionally seeking to be fully present with God. So at the end of that 7 days, for me, this is something new. I have continued spending more time in His presence. And for you, maybe it's about switching it off to a higher level of that. I realized that even though my to-do list is still there and the distractions are still there, God showed me that that time invested, no matter how busy I am, there is a purpose for it. The peace that I feel goes with me. The joy that fills my heart goes with me. The love that I experience goes with me. And the hope that fills my heart goes with me. The compassion that He shows me goes with me. So every time I'm spending that time in His presence, that living waters that's coming into me goes with me, so that out of my belly, that water will come out for the world, especially at such a time as this. And I'm reminded of the song which says, turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in His wonderful face, and the things of this earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. As we obey, as we worship Him, those distractions, those to-do lists, they'll grow strangely dim, and God will help us to deal with them. God will see to it. Be encouraged and have a lovely weekend.